All right, hi guys. Today the first thing we're going to review is our triangle angle sums activity we did yesterday. So the first thing we reviewed was that we know that straight lines and angles are 180 degrees because they're straight. All right, we also know that by doing this activity, we pulled the corners off of a triangle. We made sure that our horizontal line was parallel to the bottom of the triangle. This is really important to prove congruence and to have a transversal. This would be considered a transversal line, and so would this one be considered a transversal line. So in order to have our transversal lines, these lines have to be parallel, so that's an important side note. We pulled these angles off, rotated them, and plugged them into the top of this horizontal line, and you can tell that they lined up pretty evenly. This proves that angle 1, 2, and 3 of a triangle form this straight line angle. You can kind of see it going all the way across. So what do we notice about the triangles? That the angles form a straight line. So therefore, the measure of angle 1, 2, and the measure of angle 3 would be 180 degrees. We then moved on. One more thing. And then the other thing, when we flip these over, you can kind of see our transversal line here, but do you also see where our Z is formed? From the parallel line, transversal line, to our other parallel line. Remember that Z was alternate interior angles that we covered last week, Friday. So angle 1 and angle 1 up here should actually be the same angle. So here we were proving that by moving this angle, it should take the place up there within the format of the Z. We have the opposite Z going this way, kind of like a backward Z, transversal line, parallel line. So these are alternate interior angles. Also, you can see that they fit perfectly in each other's spots. So make sure you put that in your notes too. When we moved from angle 1 to angle 3, those are also known as alternate interior angles. All right, the bottom section. Then we did another triangle. This time the triangle had angle measures. One of the angle measures was blank. So by doing the exact same kind of activity, the one thing we should have done though is should have traced our triangle out and our triangle out this way. So we could actually see this was our mystery angle there, and this was our 46-degree angle here. Okay. The other thing that we should point out is that this line here is parallel to this line here. So there's our parallel lines again. So one of our angles on the triangle wants to touch the horizontal line, and the other part of the triangle needs to be parallel in order to get, there we go again, those transversals. So we can look at alternate interior angles and so on and so forth. So in this one, after we did the whole activity like above, we ended up with our 3 angles. We know that these angles total 180 degrees. So this is just some simple math of 180 minus 79, and then subtract 46, and we find our missing angle measure. After this activity, we moved into not using paper anymore and just solving some missing side lengths on triangles. So here were the answers if you did them correctly. Every single triangle should add up to 180 if done correctly. And then again, another little side note should be subtract from 180 to remind yourself. You're always taking away from 180 when you're dealing with a triangle. Just another fun fact, of course, 2 triangles make a quadrilateral, 4-sided figure. So 2 triangles would then be 180 doubled. So that would be your 360. So if you're finding missing angles from a 4-sided figure, you'd just be subtracting from 360 instead of the 180. So that might come up later on, but just some good fun facts for you to know. All right, so other than that, that was the triangle sum activity that we did in class. There was some practice on Desmos to follow this up called the puzzle. It was like the puzzles that you had to work on, which was some great practice putting all of this together, triangles, transversals, with parallel lines, and so on and so forth. So keep practicing, and you're good to go for today. Thank you.